Stop scrolling, because what I'm about to show you could change the way you see your pocket change forever. These aren't just any pennies. These are Lincoln 1-cent coins, some so rare and unique that collectors have paid millions of dollars for a single coin. Something you might barely notice jingling in your pocket could be worth more than your monthly rent or even a dream vacation in Europe. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating coin errors in American history, the 1981 no-mint mark penny. Yes, a single cent worth potentially thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars in the right hands. Now, pause for a second. Can you picture digging through your old change, only to discover a coin that could change your life? That's exactly what happened to collectors who stumbled upon this rare gem. And if you've ever wondered, how do I sell old rare coins in the US? Can pocket change really make me millions? Then this video will answer those questions and more. Now, before we move forward, let me ask you something. Have you ever overlooked something thinking it was worthless, only to find out it was priceless? That feeling, excitement mixed with regret, is exactly what collectors experience when they spot a 1981 no-mint mark penny. And trust me, this isn't your everyday coin. It's an extremely high-demand, highly collectible, and if you have one, you're sitting on a tiny gold mine. Let's break it down. In 1981, pennies were produced at multiple mints across the country, most of them marked with a tiny letter showing where they came from. D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and Philadelphia typically had no mark. But here's the twist. Some pennies were accidentally struck without any mint mark at all, and not just a few, but enough to become a rare and sought-after collector's item. Think about it. What's more thrilling than finding a piece of history hiding in plain sight? Collectors are willing to pay top dollar for this penny because of its scarcity and story. And here's a question for you. How do you even begin to sell a coin like this? Is it a pawn shop, an auction house, or maybe online marketplaces? The truth is, selling old and rare coins isn't just about exchanging metal for money. It's about connecting with buyers who understand value. For example, auctions can spark bidding wars that push a coin's value far beyond initial expectations. Just imagine. A coin that cost 1 cent could make you enough to fund your dream car, or even your first investment property. Now, let's inject a little humor to keep us sharp. Picture explaining to your grandkids, "Back in my day, I made millions from coins I found under the couch cushions." They might roll their eyes, but secretly, they'd be intrigued. And that's exactly the kind of story collectors live for: the thrill, the chase, the discovery. You're not just holding a coin, you're holding a story, a piece of Americana, and potentially a financial breakthrough. Here's where things get exciting and urgent. Every year, more coins like this enter the market, but the truly valuable specimens are limited. That's why collectors move fast, and why someone who owns a 1981 no-mint mark penny could be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. The question you might be asking is, how do I turn my coin into cash? How do I make sure I get the maximum dollar value? The key is knowing the market, understanding grading standards, and finding the right buyer who recognizes rarity. Have you ever wondered how someone's pocket change can turn into millions? It's not magic. It's knowledge. And that knowledge is what separates a casual collector from someone who makes real money in this world. Picture this. An auction house, bidders on edge, phones ringing, and that tiny penny commanding a price that seems unimaginable. That's not a dream. That's reality for rare coin sellers who know the secrets of the trade. So here's your challenge. Dig through your old coins. Examine them carefully. Ask yourself the critical questions. Could this be a 1981 no-mint mark penny? Could I be sitting on a rare treasure others would pay top dollar for? And if you do find one, don't sell it to the first person who offers cash. Seek the experts, find the auction houses, and let the coin speak for itself. Remember, this isn't just a coin. It's a chance to change your financial story. Imagine holding that coin in your hand, knowing it could fund your next big adventure or secure your financial freedom. That feeling, the mix of excitement, possibility, and urgency, is why collectors chase coins like the 1981 no-mint mark penny. Don't let your small change go unnoticed. Every coin has a story, and some stories are worth millions. So the next time you dig through your pockets or old jars of coins, remember, One small cent could be the start of something extraordinary. Are you ready to find yours? Have you ever held a coin in your hand and thought, could this little piece of metal make me rich? Well, what if I told you that a simple 1982 penny? Yes, the coins you might be finding in your old jars or between your couch cushions could be worth tens of thousands of dollars today. That's right. What looks like spare change could actually be your ticket from pocket change to a life of financial freedom. But here's the catch. Only a few know the secret, and the clock is ticking. The market for rare coins is hotter than ever, and this 1982 mint mark penny error is one of the most in-demand treasures among collectors. Now, before you start digging through your drawers, let me ask you, have you ever wondered how to sell old rare coins safely, or how some people turn coins worth cents into millions? Or maybe you're asking yourself, is my old coin collection just clutter, or could it be my retirement plan? Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what makes this coin special, why collectors are desperate to get their hands on it, and how you can turn your forgotten coins into serious cash. And hey, if you've ever looked at a penny and thought it was just a penny, well, prepare to have your mind blown. So what exactly makes the 1982 penny so valuable? It's all in the minting error. Most pennies are uniform, predictable, ordinary. But this penny, it has a striking anomaly, a double die, a misalignment, a subtle imperfection that the untrained eye might completely miss. And that imperfection, that's what makes it priceless. Imagine walking past a coin that millions of people overlook, but one small error could make a collector pay more than what most people earn in a year just to own it. Exciting, isn't it? Now, let's be honest. How often do you find coins like this lying in your change jar? Rarely, right? But that's exactly why demand is skyrocketing. Auction houses, collectors, and even online marketplaces are all scrambling for coins like these. And it's not just about rarity, it's about potential. People are willing to pay top dollar, sometimes tens of thousands for a coin they know will never come back to market. Here's a question for you. If you had a coin worth $50,000 sitting in your drawer, would you keep it or would you sell it? That's the kind of opportunity we're talking about. And for those wondering, how do I even start selling old rare coins in the USA? I promise we'll cover that soon. But first, let's take a closer look at the story behind this coin. Did you know that in 1982, the US Mint changed the composition of the penny from copper to zinc? That alone created a window for errors. Some coins were struck in the old copper style, others in the new zinc style, and some got the wrong mint mark entirely. When you add a double die error to that mix, suddenly a humble penny becomes a treasure. Imagine a coin that once paid for a loaf of bread now commanding the price of a luxury car. And if you're thinking, well, that's just one coin, what are the chances I even have one? Let me tell you, the odds are low, and that's why collectors are desperate. Scarcity breeds urgency. And let me throw this at you. Have you ever thought, can my coins really be sold for millions? Absolutely. It has happened. Some sellers started with nothing but a handful of forgotten pennies and ended up walking away with fortunes. It's not luck, it's knowledge and timing. And speaking of timing, are you sitting on a coin that could explode in value while you wait? So, now that you know the potential, here's the million-dollar question. How do you turn that dusty old 1982 penny into serious cash? First, identification. You need to know exactly what you have. Look for the mint mark, inspect the coin for double dies, and compare it to verified auction listings. Next, authentication. Professional grading services can certify your coin's rarity, instantly increasing its market value. And finally, selling. There are multiple avenues: auction houses, online marketplaces, private collectors, but remember, timing is everything. The market is competitive, and the best deals go to those who act decisively. Think about it. What if that coin in your pocket could be your ticket to a life of financial freedom? That's not exaggeration. It's reality. The coins that were once overlooked are now in high demand. And yes, some sellers have made millions, starting with nothing more than coins they found in their kitchen drawers. Now, here's a funny thought. Imagine telling your friends that your life changed because of a penny. They might laugh, but by the time you're done selling, they'll be asking where you got that magical coin. Scarcity, timing, knowledge. These are the keys. So, are you ready to discover if your coins are worth millions? Are you prepared to learn how to sell old and rare coins in the USA safely and profitably? Don't wait. The market won't wait for you. Check your change, inspect those old pennies, and take action. Every day that passes, another collector may be snapping up coins that could have been yours. Remember, your fortune might be lying in plain sight, hiding in a jar, in your pocket, or in an old drawer. The 1982 D penny is not just a coin, it's an opportunity. And in the world of rare coins, opportunity waits for no one, so go ahead. Take a second look at your coins. One of them could be your first step toward wealth. And who knows, that forgotten penny could be worth more than your wildest dreams. A simple, unassuming 1-cent penny. Yet, in the blink of an eye, it could be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating treasures in American coin history, the 1975 no-mint mark 1-cent penny. Yes, you heard that right. A coin so rare, so sought after, that collectors across the country are willing to pay top dollar to own it. But here's the kicker. Most people walk past it every single day, never realizing that the change in their pocket could actually make them rich. Now ask yourself, what if you could turn your loose change into a life-changing fortune? How would that feel? How would your life change if a single penny in your pocket could open doors you never thought possible? Let's start at the beginning. The 1975 penny is already a classic, but the no-mint mark version is what sets collectors' hearts racing. Why? Because during that year, pennies were supposed to carry the Philadelphia mint mark, or so everyone believed. But a rare error occurred, leaving some coins without that mark. And in the world of coin collecting, errors like this are pure gold. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do I even know if my penny is one of these rare ones? That's a fair question, and it's the first step in turning a coin from ordinary to extraordinary. Hold it up to the light, check the details, feel the weight, and remember, even the smallest imperfection can make a penny priceless. And let's be honest. How many of us have walked past a coin thinking, it's just a penny? If that coin had been a 1975 no-mint mark, that casual glance could have cost someone thousands of dollars. That's the kind of story that turns everyday people into instant millionaires in the eyes of collectors. Here's where it gets exciting. You see, the value of these rare pennies isn't static. It's climbing. Every auction, every collector's wish list, pushes the price higher. Imagine this. You find one in your old coin jar or in the drawer where you stash spare change. Suddenly, you're holding a piece of history that could sell $4.05, $0.00, $10, $0.00, or even more depending on its condition. The fear of missing out is real here because these coins don't last. They're snapped up quickly by serious buyers, leaving the unaware penny holder empty-handed. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered how people actually sell coins like this? How do they turn a pocketful of change into a fortune? Do they sell locally, online, or at auction houses? And which strategy ensures you get the highest value? These are exactly the questions collectors and coin enthusiasts ask themselves before taking action. And that's where most people hesitate. They worry about scams, low offers, or simply not knowing the right steps. But the truth is, with the right approach, selling a 1975 no-mint mark penny or any rare coin can be straightforward, exciting, and extremely profitable. And here's a quick thought to reset your attention. Did you know that someone literally found $2,000 in pennies in their attic last year? Just pennies. And yes, you're still holding your coffee cup. I'm not joking. That could be you if you know what to look for. So how do you transform this knowledge into real wealth? First, you need to identify coins of value. Check your loose change, old coin jars, or even inherited collections. If you spot a 1975 no-mint mark penny, or any rare coin, don't panic. This is your golden ticket. Next, consider selling through reputable auction houses or online marketplaces where collectors are actively searching for rare finds. The difference between selling to a random buyer and the right collector can mean thousands of extra dollars in your pocket. And here's the most important part. The journey doesn't stop with a single coin. Once you start recognizing valuable coins, you'll see opportunities everywhere. From your old savings to forgotten collectibles in drawers, attics, or even gifts from relatives. Each coin is a potential treasure waiting to be discovered. And as you build your collection, or even sell strategically, you'll realize that the wealth isn't just financial, it's empowering. Suddenly, You're no longer just someone who keeps spare change. You're a savvy investor, a collector, and a seller in high demand. Ask yourself this. Are you ready to uncover the hidden value in your pocket change? Are you ready to take action before someone else snatches up these coins and leaves you wondering, what if that had been mine? How would it feel to turn a few coins into a life-altering sum? To sit in an auction, watching bidders compete for a coin you once thought was ordinary? That feeling is exhilarating. That feeling is wealth, and it's accessible to anyone willing to pay attention to. So, if you have old pennies, dimes, or nickels tucked away, start looking closely. Check the year, check for mint marks or the absence of them. Because you could be holding the next 1975 no mint mark penny, the next treasure that turns an ordinary coin jar into a gold mine. And remember, these coins are in high demand right now. Every day you wait, the market grows hotter, the competition fiercer, and the chance to claim your fortune slips just a little further away. Your next step is simple. Search, identify, and act. Don't let history pass you by. Don't let a coin in your pocket or drawer remain just a coin. Every penny tells a story, but the 1975 no mint mark penny tells a story that could change your life. So, the question isn't just, how do I sell old coins? It's, will you seize the opportunity before it's gone? From pocket change to millions, it's possible, it's real, and it's waiting for you. The coins are there, the buyers are ready. The only question left is, are you ready to discover the wealth in your hands? A single coin in your hand that could change your life forever. A simple penny, barely noticed by most, yet hiding a secret worth thousands, maybe even millions of dollars. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after coin errors in U.S. history, the 1977 no mint mark 1-cent penny. If you've ever wondered how everyday coins in your pocket could turn into a fortune, this video is for you. Stay with me because by the end, you'll see pennies in a whole new light. Now, before we go further, let me ask you something. Have you ever checked the coins in your wallet or jar of change and wondered if one of them could be worth a small fortune? Or maybe you've held a coin and thought, this could be special, but how do I even know? Well, today we're uncovering exactly how to spot it, why collectors are desperate to get their hands on it, and most importantly, how you could turn a forgotten penny into serious cash. You might be thinking, a penny? Really? How much could it possibly be worth? Let me tell you, this isn't just any penny. The 1977 no mint mark penny is an extremely rare coin error, a piece that slipped through the U.S. Mint's usual process and landed in circulation almost by mistake. And collectors will pay top dollar for coins like this, sometimes even hundreds or thousands for a single perfect specimen. Let's take a step back and understand why this coin is so extraordinary. In 1977, pennies were produced with a mint mark indicating their origin. A missing mint mark is a glaring anomaly, a rare production mistake that collectors dream about. When a penny is missing its mint mark, it becomes instantly collectible. Suddenly, a simple 1-cent coin transforms into a highly desirable treasure. Think about that for a moment. A coin that would normally buy you a piece of candy could now sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Crazy, right? It's almost like finding a diamond in your couch cushions. And here's the kicker, there aren't many of these around. They're extremely rare, and collectors know it. That scarcity drives demand through the roof. Now, I know you're wondering, how do you know if your penny is one of these rare errors? Or better yet, how do you sell it if it is? Can you trust online marketplaces? Or do you take it to an auction house? What about local coin shops? And most importantly, how do you get the maximum value without getting ripped off? These are questions every serious coin collector and seller faces. Here's something funny. Imagine telling your grandkids that their lunch money could have been a ticket to a small fortune. Mom, Dad, why didn't you check your pennies? It's almost unbelievable, yet entirely possible. And that's why learning the secrets of rare coins is not just exciting, it's urgent. Because every day, pennies like these are being thrown away, lost, or overlooked, and someone else could be cashing in on your potential treasure. So, what does this mean for you? If you have a 1977 no mint mark penny, or even a handful of older coins, you might be sitting on more than spare change. You could be holding a piece of history that could sell for thousands in auctions or specialized coin shops. But here's the truth, timing matters. The coin market is hot, collectors are competitive, and rare coins are only becoming more valuable. Delaying could mean leaving real money on the table. Now, you're probably asking yourself, how do I turn these coins into cash without getting scammed? How do I find buyers who truly appreciate rare coin errors? Can I auction them online? Or is it safer to sell locally? And if I don't have a 1977 penny, are there other coins I should check? The answer lies in understanding coin grading, rarity, and market trends, and knowing where the serious buyers are. Imagine this. A coin that sat unnoticed in your drawer now makes its way to an auction. The bidding starts low, and suddenly, collectors around the world are competing to own it. That ordinary penny, once overlooked, now has a story, a value, and a buyer willing to pay top dollar. That could be you, and it all starts with recognizing the potential in what most people dismiss as just change. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with a thought. What if the next coin you pick up isn't just a penny, but your ticket to a millionaire story? Don't ignore your coins. Don't throw them away. Check them, research them, and learn how to sell them the right way. From pocket change to serious wealth, the journey starts with one coin. One. And the 1977 no-mint mark penny might just be the golden opportunity waiting for you, so ask yourself, are you ready to discover hidden treasures in your own pockets? Are you ready to turn forgotten pennies into a story of wealth and excitement? Don't wait. Start checking, start researching, and start realizing that in the world of rare coins, your fortune could be just a penny away. A coin so rare that collectors would pay thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars just to own it. And what if I told you that this coin might be sitting quietly in your drawer, in your change jar, or even tucked away in an old album, waiting to transform your financial future? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most coveted coins in American history, the 1969 D mint mark penny with a rare error, a coin that could turn ordinary pocket change into an extraordinary fortune. But here's the question burning in every collector's mind. How do you know if the coin in your hand is worth millions, and more importantly, how do you sell it safely for top dollar? Now, before we go any further, let me ask you, have you ever wondered why some coins from the 1960s sell for amounts that seem completely insane? And no, it's not just about being old. There's a reason why collectors go into a frenzy over a single mint mark, a small imperfection, or an unusual die error. This 1969 D penny is a perfect storm of rarity and demand, making it a must-have for serious collectors, and potentially a life-changing investment for anyone who discovers one. Act 2. The journey, building value, fear, excitement, and authority. Let's take a step back and understand why this coin is so valuable. The 1969 D penny is notorious among coin collectors for a very specific reason. It carries a rare minting error, a flaw so unusual that only a handful of these coins exist today. Imagine the excitement of a collector when they spot that mint mark, knowing it could be the exact coin they've been hunting for years. Now, here's the part most people don't realize. Most ordinary coins you see in circulation will never reach this value, but the few that do, they can command prices in the tens of thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on condition and demand. Have you ever held a coin and thought, could this really be worth something? That's exactly the question collectors and sellers face every day. And here's the kicker. Selling rare coins isn't as simple as dropping them on eBay or Craigslist. The key is knowing how to authenticate, appraise, and connect with the right buyers, whether through auctions, rare coin dealers, or specialty shows. The truth is, one wrong step can cost you thousands, maybe even more. But don't worry, we're going to navigate this together. Now, I have to ask, how much would your life change if a coin from your childhood jar suddenly became a ticket to financial freedom? From pocket change to millions, this isn't a fairy tale. It's happening every day in the world of coin collecting. And here's a little humor to reset your attention. Wouldn't it be ironic if the coin in your couch cushions was worth more than your last paycheck? Suddenly, digging under the cushions doesn't sound so lazy, does it? So, how do you turn this rare 1969 D mint mark penny into actual cash in your hands? First, you need to verify its authenticity. Look for precise mint details, imperfections, and the subtle differences that separate a collectible from common change. Next, consider the best-selling options. Auction houses often pay top dollar for coins like this, especially when the bidding gets competitive among collectors. Specialty coin dealers can also connect you with buyers willing to pay a premium for verified rare coins. And yes, even online marketplaces can work, but the key is trust and proper evaluation. You don't want to sell a coin worth tens of thousands for pocket change. But let's pause for a moment. How many people never realize the treasure they have until it's too late? Fear of missing out is real, and in the rare coin market, hesitation can cost you dearly. That's why timing, knowledge, and action are everything. Every day, new buyers enter the market, collectors grow more eager, and prices climb higher. Don't let your coin sit idle while others profit. Ask yourself, are you ready to take the first step towards selling your rare coins for maximum value? And if you're thinking, I don't even know where to start, don't worry. Every expert started somewhere, often with a simple penny and a curious eye. The journey from pocket change to millions is real, and it's happening right now in homes across America. With the 1969 D penny, you hold not just a coin, but an opportunity. A chance to unlock wealth, history, and a story that collectors will fight over. So, let me ask you one final question. Will you let your rare coin sit in the shadows, or will you take action today, authenticate it, and connect with the right buyers to claim the fortune it deserves? Remember, every moment you wait, the market grows more competitive, the demand more intense, and the opportunity potentially slips away. Don't just hold history, profit from it. A single penny in your hand and realizing that it could unlock a fortune. Yes, that small copper coin tucked away in your old wallet or forgotten jar could be worth thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after coins in American numismatic history, the 1973 no-mint mark 1-cent penny. Now, you might be thinking, a penny? Really? But trust me, not all pennies are created equal. Some coins can transform from humble pocket change into a ticket to unimaginable wealth. If you've ever wondered how to sell old rare coins, how to turn your change into millions, or how the auction world truly values these treasures, then stay with me, because what you're about to learn could change the way you see your spare coins forever. But let me ask you, have you ever gone through your old coin collection and felt a pang of regret, thinking, what if I miss something worth a fortune? That fear, that nagging sense of lost opportunity, is exactly why collectors and investors across the US are hunting for coins like the 1973 no-mint mark penny. This isn't just a coin. It's history, it's rarity, and in today's market, it's in extreme demand. So what makes the 1973 no-mint mark penny so special? Unlike standard pennies minted in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco, this error coin has no mint mark at all, a detail that makes it extraordinarily rare. In fact, only a small fraction of the 1973 pennies were struck without a mint mark, meaning that collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for the chance to own one. Imagine holding something that thousands of eyes are searching for, and knowing that you could sell it for maximum market value. Now, you might be asking yourself, how do I even know if I have one? Or what does it look like in detail? Well, look closely at the coin's obverse and reverse. Subtle differences in minting, combined with that unmistakable absence of a mint mark, are what separate an ordinary penny from a fortune in your hands. And here's a pattern interrupt. Did you know some collectors actually miss spotting these coins because they glance at pennies as if they're worthless? Irony, right? A coin you pass by at the supermarket could literally be a ticket to a six-figure payday. And here's the exciting part. Coins like these aren't just sitting in someone's drawer. They're flying off auction blocks, online marketplaces, and private collections, often at prices that leave ordinary investors speechless. From New York to Los Angeles, collectors are scrambling to find these rare pennies, and the demand is only increasing. Which brings up another question. How do you sell old rare coins in the US without leaving money on the table? Should you go to an auction house, list online, or work with a private dealer? Now, let's tap into the real reason people are drawn to coins like the 1973 no-mint mark penny. The fear of missing out. Imagine your neighbor casually mentions, I sold a penny for $12,000 last month, and suddenly you realize your own jar of coins might be hiding a treasure chest. That excitement, mixed with a sense of urgency, is exactly what drives this market. But here's the catch, timing is everything. The longer you wait, the higher the competition, and the more someone else may scoop up your hidden GMSO. How can you turn your old pennies into real cash? Many collectors and investors start by grading their coins to verify authenticity. Others consult numismatic experts or list on high-demand auction sites. Have you ever wondered, could my pocket change actually be worth thousands if I know where to sell it? Or, what is the best way to attract top-dollar buyers in today's competitive market? These are the exact questions experts help answer, and understanding them can be the difference between selling for a few dollars or hitting a life-changing payday. Let's imagine the endgame for a moment. You've discovered your 1973 no-mint mark penny, verified its authenticity, and decided to sell. You place it in a trusted auction house or connect with a private buyer. Within days or even hours, you receive an offer that surpasses your wildest expectations. That's the power of rarity and timing, combined with market demand. From pocket change to millions, this journey isn't just theoretical. It's happening every day in the US, and coins like these are at the very top of collectors' wish lists. Now, I want you to ask yourself, do I want to leave my coins sitting idly in drawers, or do I want to take the steps to unlock their true potential? The choice is yours. The 1973 no-mint mark penny is more than metal. It's an opportunity, a story, and for those who act wisely, a path to financial excitement. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just curious about selling old rare coins, understanding their value, the right selling channels, and the current market trends can make all the difference to us. So, if you've been wondering how to make money from coins, how to sell rare pennies in the US, or how to participate in the high-stakes world of coin auctions, now is the moment to act. Remember, each penny has a story, but only a few write fortunes. Your 1973 no-mint mark penny could be one of them. A single coin in the palm of your hand, a coin that looks ordinary, almost forgettable. But what if I told you that this tiny 1970 mint mark 1-cent penny could be worth more than your wildest dreams? Yes, you heard that right. From pocket change to a fortune worth thousands, or even tens of thousands, this is not just a story about a coin. This is about opportunity. This is about unlocking hidden wealth that has been hiding in plain sight for decades. Now, ask yourself, have you ever dug through old jars, dusty drawers, or your childhood piggy bank and found a coin that made your heart skip a beat? What if that ordinary penny could change your life? Today, I'm going to reveal everything you need to know about the 1970 mint mark penny error, why collectors are chasing it like gold, and how you could potentially turn one of these tiny treasures into a serious payday. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot it, how to sell it, and why it's in massive demand right now. But first, let's set the stage. The 1970 penny isn't just another coin. It's a piece of American history. And like history, it holds stories, secrets, and yes, incredible value. And here's a question that might blow your mind. What if the penny sitting in your drawer could be the one collector across the country is desperately trying to find? Here's where it gets exciting. The 1970 mint mark penny is rare not because it's old, but because of a minting error that makes it highly sought after. Errors like double strikes, off-center impressions, or missing mint marks can turn a humble 1-cent coin into a collector's holy grail. And this is where most people make the mistake of overlooking their coins, thinking they're worthless. Don't be that person. You might be asking, how do I know if my coin is valuable? Or even, how can I sell old rare coins safely in the USA? These are exactly the questions every penny hunter should be asking. Here's the truth. A single 1970 penny in mint condition can fetch hundreds, even thousands, in the right auction or collector's sale. And some of the most extraordinary examples have sold for tens of thousands. That's right, from the change in your pocket to a small fortune in your bank account. Now, before you start panicking and checking every penny in your house, let me inject a little humor here, because hey, finding $1 million penny in your couch cushions is a dream, and your cat probably just thinks you're crazy. But that laughter is part of the journey. The thrill of the hunt, the excitement of discovery, the fear of missing out. It's all real, and it's all happening right now in the world of coin collecting. Let's talk urgency. Coins like the 1970 mint mark penny are highly demanded by collectors. Auctions are heating up, and buyers are willing to pay top dollar to secure their piece of history. If you've ever wondered, how do I make money from coins? Or, how do I turn my old coins into a serious investment? Now is the time to act. Waiting could mean missing out on a life-changing opportunity. So how do you turn your hidden pennies into real cash? The first step is knowledge. Learn to identify mint marks, assess coin condition, and recognize errors that matter. Once you've identified a potential treasure, the next step is connecting with the right collectors or auction houses. Ask yourself, should I sell my rare coins locally, online, or at auction? Each option has its advantages, and knowing where to go can make a huge difference in the final value. Here's the exciting part. Sellers who understand the market don't just make a few dollars, they make thousands. Some have turned their lifelong collections, or even a single jar of coins, into a full-fledged financial windfall. Imagine telling your friends, yes, that penny I found in 1970 is now worth a small fortune. That's not fantasy. That's reality for thousands of Americans right now. And remember, the 1970 mint mark penny isn't just a coin. It's a high-demand investment. Every day you wait, someone else could be acquiring the coin that could have been yours. Fear of missing out is real, and it's why collectors are acting fast. So ask yourself, are you going to let that dusty penny sit quietly in a drawer? Or are you going to take action, claim its value, and secure a piece of history for yourself? By now, you should be asking the big questions. How do I start selling my old coins? Where do I get the best value for rare coins in the USA? How can I ensure I don't get ripped off? The answers are simple. Educate yourself, find reputable buyers, and act decisively. From pocket change to millions, your journey starts with a single step. Recognizing value where others see nothing. So here's your final thought. That ordinary 1970 mint mark penny might just be the key to unlocking extraordinary wealth. Don't let it slip away. The market is waiting, collectors are watching, and the opportunity is knocking. All you have to do is reach out and claim it. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered if it could be worth more than your entire savings account? Imagine digging through your old change and discovering a small piece of history that could instantly transform your financial future. Today, we're uncovering one of the most sought-after coins in the United States, the 1976 mint mark 1-cent penny error. This tiny copper disc, almost invisible to the untrained eye, has made everyday Americans into millionaires overnight. But here's the question you need to ask yourself. Could you be holding a fortune right in your pocket right now without even realizing it? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why collectors are paying jaw-dropping amounts for this coin, and how you can turn your hidden treasures into serious money. And let me ask you, have you ever wondered how something as small as a penny could be worth thousands, or even tens of thousands of dollars? You're about to find out. The story of the 1976 penny begins in Denver, at the U.S. Mint, where a subtle error during production created a coin unlike any other. Most pennies from that year are ordinary, but the rare error coins, those that slipped through quality control, carry a unique mark that collectors crave. Now, you might be thinking, how can a tiny penny hold so much value? That's the magic of rarity. The fewer the coins in existence, the higher the demand. Experts estimate that certain 1976 mint mark penny errors can sell for tens of thousands of dollars in auctions, sometimes even reaching figures that seem impossible for a coin you could have found in your couch cushions. And here's where it gets really interesting. Have you ever wondered why some coins skyrocket in value while others remain worthless? It's all about scarcity and history. Each 1976 penny error tells a story, of the mint, of a production slip, and now of an opportunity for anyone smart enough to recognize it. But there's a catch. These coins are disappearing fast. Collectors and investors are constantly searching for them, scanning thrift stores, coin shops, and even change jars at home. That means if you have one and don't act quickly, someone else might cash in on your fortune. Ask yourself, is your old coin collection just sitting in a drawer? Or could it be your ticket to wealth? Now, let's pause for a moment. Picture this. You reach into your pocket, pull out a penny you've had since childhood, and suddenly, it's worth more than your first car. Sounds unbelievable, right? But it's exactly what has happened for countless Americans. And if you're thinking, how do I even know if my penny is one of these rare errors? Don't worry. I'll guide you through the process. Have you ever wondered how to sell old rare coins in the US? Or how auction houses determine the value of something as small as a penny? It all comes down to grading, condition, and demand. And here's the part most people don't realize. The market is booming right now. From New York to Los Angeles, buyers are willing to pay top dollar for coins that were once overlooked as mere pocket change. Before we dive deeper, let me ask you this. Have you ever thrown a penny in a fountain and wished it would come back as a $100 bill? Well, now is your chance to find out if your coins are more than just wishful thinking. And yes, it's exactly that exciting. So how do you turn a dusty old coin into a life-changing payday? First, identify the coin. Look for the demint mark and signs of mint errors. Then, get it professionally graded. This step can mean the difference between a few $100s and tens of thousands. Finally, list it at a reputable auction house or connect with private collectors who are actively hunting for these rare pennies. Ask yourself, how would it feel to turn a jar of coins into a potential six-figure payday? Or to go from ordinary change to extraordinary wealth? The truth is, the 1976 D-Mint Mark penny error is more than just a collectible. It's a symbol of opportunity. People across the US are realizing that their old coin collections could hold life-altering treasures. And the best part? You don't need a PhD in numismatics to cash in. You just need curiosity, awareness, and action. Here's the reality. Every second you wait, someone else might find your fortune. The market is competitive, and these coins are highly sought after. Imagine showing your grandchildren a coin that once sat unnoticed in your pocket but now carries a story worth millions. That's the power of knowledge and timing. And I have to ask you, are you ready to discover your hidden treasure? Or will you let it slip away like ordinary change in your wallet? Before we close, let's reflect. Your 1976 D-penny error is more than just metal. It's history, scarcity, and possibility wrapped into one small coin. From pocket changes to auction houses, from casual collectors to wealthy investors, this coin connects ordinary Americans with extraordinary wealth. Ask yourself, how will you make your move? How will you turn your coins into cash? How will you join the growing list of people who have transformed something small into monumental value? The opportunity is here. The moment is now. And your hidden treasure may be closer than you think. Take a look in your change jar. You could be holding the key to your next fortune. What if I told you that a single penny, a simple 1965 1-cent coin with no mint mark, could be worth thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars today? Yes, a coin that most people toss aside without a second thought could be hiding right under your nose. How would it feel to turn your forgotten pocket change into a fortune? Today, we're diving into the world of rare coins, uncovering the secrets behind the 1965 no-mint mark penny, why collectors are desperate to own it, and most importantly, how you can cash in on this hidden treasure. But beware, timing is everything, and missing out could cost you more than just money. The year is 1965. The United States is buzzing with change, from culture to currency. Amid this era, a small but extraordinary error occurred at the mint, the production of pennies without a mint mark. Why does this matter? In the world of coin collecting, mint marks are everything. They tell collectors exactly where a coin was made. And when a coin is missing one, it instantly becomes rare, almost mythical. Imagine owning a piece of history that almost no one notices but everyone wants. Now, you might be thinking, Ray, it's just a penny. How can it be worth big money? That's exactly what most people say, until they see the auction results. One rare 1965 no-mint mark penny recently sold for a staggering sum at a private auction. Yes, one little copper disc transformed into a fortune, sitting in a collector's display case, gleaming under the spotlight. How does that happen? And how can you make sure that the pennies in your drawer aren't quietly becoming gold in someone else's hands? Here's a fun thought. Have you ever checked your wallet and found coins from decades ago? Maybe even some that you thought were worthless? That seemingly ordinary coin might just be the key to your next big financial windfall. Let's step into the shoes of a wealthy collector for a moment. Imagine walking into an auction house, the room buzzing with excitement, and the auctioneer holds up a 1965 no-mint mark penny. Every bidder is on edge, their eyes gleaming with anticipation. That small penny is suddenly the star of the show. And here's the kicker. It's not just about the money. It's about history, legacy, and prestige. You might be asking, Ray, how can I sell old and rare coins like this? How do I know if mine is valuable? Excellent questions. First, you need to identify genuine rare coins. Condition matters, but rarity is king. Once you know what you have, the next step is understanding the market. Online auctions, private collectors, and specialty coin shops in the USA are all hunting for pieces just like yours. Missed opportunities can cost tens of thousands of dollars. So, if you're sitting on forgotten coins, the question isn't whether they're worth money. It's whether you're ready to discover their true potential. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever wondered how someone's pocket change becomes a millionaire's collection? That's the magic of rare coins, small, seemingly insignificant pieces that can multiply in value over time. And yes, even a single 1965 penny with no mint mark could be your ticket to a story worth telling for generations. Here's where it gets exciting. If you're holding a 1965 no mint mark penny, or any other rare coin, there's a system to turning it into real, tangible wealth. Start by getting your coins evaluated by a professional. Grading is everything. A highly graded penny can fetch far more than an ordinary one. Next, consider your selling avenues. Auction houses in the USA like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers, online marketplaces for high-end collectors, and even local coin shops with connections to serious buyers. The key is timing. Selling when demand is at its peak maximizes your profits. Now, imagine the excitement of watching bids soar for your coin, knowing that your once overlooked penny could land in the hands of a collector willing to pay top dollar. That's the thrill, the urgency, and yes, the wealth potential of rare coins. And here's a little humor for perspective. While most people are buying lottery tickets hoping for millions, you might already have your fortune in a pocket change. Funny, right? Yet entirely true. So, how do you make money from coins? How do you move from pocket change to millions? By taking action, understanding value, and trusting the demand. Coins like the 1965 no mint mark penny are not just valuable. They're highly sought after, a commodity in a market where history, rarity, and prestige collide. Every year, collectors pay top prices to secure pieces they can't find anywhere else. That's the reality. And the question you must ask yourself now is, are you going to let your rare coins sit idle, or are you going to claim the fortune they deserve? The world of rare coins is waiting, and opportunities like this don't come twice. That 1965 penny in your drawer isn't just metal. It's history, potential, and wealth. The question is, will you recognize its value before someone else does? Don't let time erode your chance to turn forgotten coins into a life-changing fortune. Start today. Evaluate, authenticate, and explore selling avenues in the USA's thriving coin market. Your pocket change could be your ticket to legacy-level wealth, but only if you act now. Remember, every coin tells a story, but only those who understand the game can turn it into gold. So, are you ready to discover the hidden treasures in your pockets and wallets? Because one rare penny could change everything. What if that tiny, copper 1978 penny sitting forgotten in your wallet or jar could be worth tens of thousands of dollars? Sounds unbelievable, right? But for those who know the secrets of rare coin collecting, this isn't just a dream. It's a reality waiting to happen. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1978 D-Mint Mark 1 cent penny, a coin that has captured the hearts of collectors and investors alike. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you might see your pocket change in a completely new light, and maybe even uncover a fortune hiding in plain sight. Coins aren't just money. They are history you can hold in your hand. Every scratch, every mint mark tells a story. And when it comes to the 1978 D penny, there's something extraordinary happening. Most people don't notice these pennies anymore. They pass them by at the grocery store, in their daily change, completely unaware that some of these tiny copper discs could be worth thousands of dollars in today's market. Have you ever wondered how a coin, just 1 cent in value, could turn into a life-changing sum? How does a coin go from ordinary pocket change to an object that collectors fight over in high-stakes auctions? The secret lies in its rarity, its minting errors, and the growing demand among passionate collectors. And make no mistake, the 1978 D penny with certain mint errors is in extremely high demand. So much so that people are willing to pay top dollar to add one to their collection. Now, before you start sifting through your old coins, let me ask you, have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered, could this be my ticket to financial freedom? The 1978 D penny isn't just another copper coin. It's a marvel for collectors because of its minting anomalies. Some coins from that year show double strikes, off-center errors, or unusual die variations. These errors, tiny as they may seem, are the very things that can make a penny worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. Imagine that little coin jingling in your pocket could be an investment waiting to be discovered. And here's where it gets exciting. The US Mint produced millions of pennies, but only a handful have survived with these rare characteristics intact. That scarcity is what drives the market, creating a frenzy among collectors and investors alike. The thrill isn't just in owning the coin. It's in knowing you hold something nearly impossible to replace, something others will fight over in auctions or private sales. Think about this. How often do you get a chance to turn something you overlook every day into a rare treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars? Could your next grocery trip be more exciting than a trip to the bank? And for a quick pattern interrupt, did you know, statistically, you're more likely to find a 1978 D penny worth big money in your attic or your grandmother's old coin jar than in your local coin shop? Weird, right? But it's true, and it's what makes this hunt so thrilling. Time is everything in the coin world. Every year, more collectors discover these pennies, more investors bid them up, and the market grows more competitive. Holding on to a rare coin isn't just about having wealth, it's about timing. Do you wait, hoping the value climbs even higher? Or do you seize the opportunity now before someone else scoops it up at auction? Have you ever wondered how people make real money from coins? It's not just luck, it's knowledge and timing. From pocket change to millions, rare coins have transformed ordinary lives into stories of financial success. Some people stumble upon a single penny in a dusty jar and sell it for a small fortune. Others, with the right strategy, have turned modest collections into multimillion-dollar investments. And here's a question for you. If you found a 1978 D Mint era penny today, would you recognize it for its value or pass it off as just another coin? The truth is, millions of coins sit unnoticed, while only those who act quickly and wisely capitalize on their hidden worth. So, what do you do if you find one of these treasures? How can you sell old, rare coins safely and for maximum value in the US? First, knowledge is power. Learn the coin's current market value, check its mint error type, and get it professionally graded if possible. Auctions, specialized coin shops, and trusted online marketplaces are where collectors and investors are actively hunting. The right platform can turn a single penny into tens of thousands of dollars. Ask yourself, are you ready to take that first step toward transforming your old coins into wealth? How do you sell old rare coins without getting ripped off? How do you navigate auctions where every bid can feel like a battle for treasure? The answer is education and action. You must understand the market, recognize authenticity, and move decisively before the opportunity slips away. And here's a little humor for perspective. Imagine telling your friends you just sold a penny for $25,000. Their faces would be priceless. But that's the reality in the world of rare coins. Every coin has a story, and every story has a price. The 1978 D penny is more than copper. It's a bridge from ordinary life to extraordinary wealth. Now that you know the story, the thrill, and the potential of the 1978 D penny, the question is simple. What will you do with this knowledge? Will you ignore the coins in your jar? Or will you take action, learn their secrets, and unlock their hidden value? The market is growing, collectors are hungry, and rare coins are flying off auction blocks faster than ever. Remember, wealth isn't just about working harder. It's about seeing opportunities where others see nothing. From a forgotten penny in your pocket to a rare treasure commanding thousands of dollars. The journey from ordinary to extraordinary starts with awareness, action, and courage. So start exploring, start learning, and start unlocking the hidden fortunes waiting in your coins. Who knows? Your next penny could be your first step toward a life of financial freedom. Are you ready to find out?